For college students, the risk of becoming a victim of sexual assault is highest right now, just weeks after the school year starts. The odds their attacker will be held accountable is much, much lower. 4 Investigates uncovers the built-in problems with a system that means well as a survivor shares her story for the very first time. The campus secrets for some remain close to home.
It's definitely a taboo thing to talk about with other people.
We agreed not to identify the woman we'll call Jane, because not even her family knows what happened to her as a freshman living in Lobo Village.
The other party was under the influence of alcohol and led to him performing acts that I did not approve of.
Jane says she felt guilt, anxiety, and depression while her grades slipped and she temporarily lost her scholarship, all while keeping her secret.
I feel like my parents would have seen it as something that they had done wrong or any kind of guilt or treating me differently. So that's why I decided to keep it private.
She's not alone.
I was sexually assaulted by a person I was in a relationship with.
According to RAINN, the nation's largest anti-sexual violence organization, most sexual assaults happen by someone known to the victim. And experts call the beginning of the school semester the red zone, because right now is when a majority of sexual assaults occur. Jane's boyfriend at the time was a student athlete.
Ultimately, given the situation and his status on campus, I decided to go through with the investigation.
Sexual assault is a life-changing event.
Francie Cordova oversees Title IX compliance, the federal civil rights law. Lieutenant Tim Delgado,
and it's just hard for them to relive it over and over,
handles criminal cases with UNM police. Sexual assault cases often start as Title IX complaints. At UNM, almost all employees are mandatory reporters.
They're required to report any allegations, any third-party reports, any hearsay, any rumors, any social media posts they see that involve sexual assault.
Meaning UNM is casting a wider net, trying to prevent sexual assault survivors from going unheard. But it results in some sobering statistics. From 2021 through 2023, 4 Investigates found 178 Title IX complaints of sexual misconduct. Everything from a man biking on Central, groping a passing woman, and inciting a fight. Police charged him with misdemeanor battery. To the case of 60-year-old Eric Revels. Police say on 2 separate occasions the UNM employed masseuse performed oral sex on men without their consent. Revels told police it was consensual. He lost his job and pleaded not guilty and is waiting for his day in court. Consequences for the 178 Title IX complaints are elusive. We found just 13 cases with penalties like expulsion from the university. Criminally, UNM has sent 17 sexual contact cases for prosecution. Only 3 rape cases have made it to criminal court, and so far, none of them have been found guilty.
There's a big drop from administrative complaints to the cases that end up in your office. Why?
Well, I think it's because a lot of the victims don't want to report, don't want to get involved in the criminal justice system.
Some Title IX complaints go nowhere because of jurisdictional hurdles. More often, the data shows insufficient information, secrets some are holding on to, leading to dropped complaints.
You know, in my mind, I'd like to see anybody who commits sexual assault be in prison, right? That would be my choice. And I'm sure that's probably a survivor's ultimate desire, but that doesn't mean that's what they're ready to do at that time.
I think it's really disheartening to know that at some point in the process, those people felt like they couldn't go through with it for various reasons, being that the process was obviously re-traumatizing.
Jane's case was one of the 13 complaints that did have consequences. He was expelled, and she felt supported by her university.
You gave him an A-.
Mm-hmm.
Would most sexual assault survivors grade them similarly?
Probably not.
Why not?
I think it's just the intense aspect of it, of reliving the story constantly.
The Women's Resource Center on campus helped Jane and is open to help others. And while Cordova says 100% of complainants are connected with resources, the process presents challenges for accountability.
I know there's different stories out there that don't end up as great.